Hello again, everyone. I'm here today with 3 new to me fountain pen inks, and these are all a little bit exotic in that they're not major brands, although I guess Taccia could be considered a major brand. So these are actually just the boxes that I'm showing here. I've already taken them out of the boxes and I have them over here to the side. But the boxes are always so lovely that I like to show them, but I do often struggle with the boxes and getting the ink out, so I thought I would do that beforehand and show you these. So I'm going to put those off to the side, and then these are the inks themselves. So this one, I actually had to look up to make sure I knew which one it was, because it doesn't say in English on the bottle what color it is. So this is Lennon Toolbar. Lennon Toolbar is actually one of my favorite ink brands. I've really been impressed with pretty much every one that I've gotten from them. So this is called Formosa Shui Shalian. Oh my God, I probably butchered that, but this one and this one on the end here, which is Kala ink. It's part of their Island number 38 line. It's called Snack Turtle Shaped Rice Cake. So, and it's this beautiful pink color. Why it's called that, I don't know. But these two I purchased from Shigure Inks or Shigure Inks, and they have a lot of really great inks that are not necessarily mainstream inks. This one, the Taccia one, I think I got from Jet Pens, but this one is, let's see, it's Kawaii. I don't know if I butchered that again, but these are the inks that I'm going to be swatching for you today. And I've actually swatched some newer inks that I didn't include on the channel that I wanted to go through really quickly. So I actually swatched these and then discovered I hadn't actually recorded. So that that was pleasant. But I've been really into pinks lately, obviously, and this is another pink. But these 3 here are really, really gorgeous. This Diamine Amaranth, I've had a sample of it forever. I just never got a full bottle, but I had finally tried the sample that I had and loved it, so I got that. This Herbin L'Armée de Cassis is a lovely sort of lavendery pink. It's really, really nice. And this Robert Oster Sedona Red is really, really lovely. It is a, it's an exclusive for Pen Chalet, I believe. But they're all really, really lovely. But I'm now going to be turning the page on these, and I'm going to set up a new set of grids here for these inks. I am going to go onto the back, even though there's a little bit of bleed through from the page before, but I do want to keep it sequential. This is my little pencil board that I have in this notebook. This notebook setup, it's in a Chic Sparrow E-Class, which are no longer available from Chic Sparrow, but I will put a link to the setup video where I talk about the setup for this. If you've been watching for a while, you know I always include that. So this is an A6 size notebook, so this setup would work in any A6 size. It doesn't have to be an E-Class, especially since those are kind of rare these days. Oops, it's a little crooked, but that's okay. And I'm just using a Sharpie pen to draw the lines out to delineate between the different ink colors, and that's what I've been doing before. So that's pretty quick. Let me go ahead and put that there and put the pen away. All right, and the tools that I'm using today, this is a 3A automatic pen. The link to this will be in the setup video for the notebook. And then I will put a link to this, which is a Moonman glass dip pen, which is sort of like a little travel dip pen. I tend to use this more often when I don't have a lot of time to do the swatches, because I can just get this out and not be so precious with it as I am with my regular glass dip pen that I use. So I'm going to put this off to the side. I actually have a little stand for that here. And then I have some water and a paper towel off to the side to rinse off my tools in between colors. So let's go ahead and get started. I'm going to start with these beautiful blues first, and I'm actually going to zoom in a little bit so that you can see the colors a little bit better. So the first one we're going to start with is this Lennon Toolbar, and this is a lighter Lennon Toolbar blue than some of the other blues I've gotten from them, and I'm interested to see how this shows up on the paper. So let's go ahead and get in there with the automatic pen. A lot of people have asked me why I use an automatic pen as opposed to an earbud or Q-tips, and it's really just so that I don't have to be wasting a bunch of Q-tips, because I do use a lot of ink. So I get to use pretty much all the ink that's in the little pens. As you can, it gathers up here, but now it's all gone because I've used it all on the page, and then I can just rinse it out really easily, and I'm not wasting much ink. Although, quite truthfully, I probably could stand to waste a little ink because I have such a huge collection. All right, so this does seem a little lighter on the page, but I'm interested to see how it will show up in writing. So this is Lennon Toolbar. And that is Formosa. And then this really long name here, which I'm not going to try to pronounce again. But it seems like it would be dark enough in writing to show up pretty well. That's my only concern with lighter blues and other lighter colored inks, is that sometimes I wonder if I'm going to be able to see them well when I write with them, but that's actually really beautiful. Sorry, all of a sudden I had a itchy nose attack. Ugh, allergies are terrible. They come and go here through various times in the year for me. Okay, so this is that Tatia ink. And this is more along the lines of the darker blues that I tend to really, really love. This one looks super dark in the bottle, so we'll see if you can even tell that it's really blue here. And yeah, it's very, very dark. I would almost call this like a navy blue, or maybe even a blue-black. But you can get some variation in there. I really do love dark blues. Okay. And then let's get the glass dip pen in there. I generally don't want to go too far, because if you're going to be doing longer writing sessions, you could dip this, all the way up here really, and have a lot more ink on your tool ready to go, but I'm only doing smaller samples, so I'm trying not to get too much on the dip pen here. So this is Taccia. Oh, and what's the name of this one again? Okay. Super beautiful. And then that dark one just now looks like it might stain a little bit, because it is staying on the dip pen a little bit, getting stuck in some of the ridges, so I'm trying to get that out. Okay, and then this lovely pink, we'll see how close it is to the other pinks that I've purchased recently. Whoa, that's really, really bright. But yeah, I think my love of pinks kind of all started, ooh, that's actually very different. It's almost fluorescent compared to the other ones I have, which is great, because I love having different pinks. The other ones are a little more subtle. This is actually an awesome pink, because I have a lot of pink pens that I don't have matching inks for, so this one might work. But Yamabudo is kind of the original pink ink, although it does lean a little bit lavender. It's kind of what made me start loving pink inks. And again, this is Kala Island, number 38. And the name is very long. It's turtle shaped rice cake. Beautiful. And that's definitely going to be dark enough to write with pinks. Sometimes they end up being a little too light to see well, and that doesn't seem to stain at all too, which is really nice. All right. So there we go. It looks like that Taccia has a little bit of sheen to it in a little bit of a red color there. These two seem pretty solid, although you probably can get some shading out of this pink and the blue, but it's a little bit subtle. But those are lovely. I'm really, really liking that. And I'm gonna flip this over without showing. As you can see, these pinks here and this one too are much more subtle, whereas this one is pretty darn bright by comparison. There you go. All right, that's all I had for you today. Feel free to subscribe to keep track of future videos on my channel. If you enjoyed this video, give it a like. In the meantime, I hope to see you next time, but in the meantime, I hope you have a great day. Thanks so much. Bye.